The next question comes from Rick Albin with TV8.
Governor, you and the Lieutenant Governor and the doctor have all talked about the importance of social distancing and wearing masks. I got a question from a viewer this morning. Her children go to Kenowa Hills High School, and she is concerned because she believes it is impossible to social distance when kids go back to school just because of the physical limitations. And on the other end of the spectrum, expecting a 7-year-old to wear a mask for 7 hours a day, as the father of one, I think that's kind of a tough task. How sure are you that we can open schools safely?
So I think that what our task is to do the best we can with the information that's available. What we recognize is that we have over 800 school districts in the state of Michigan, and each district has their own challenges, but also their own resources and opportunities. Some schools have a much bigger footprint where they are in an easier position of spacing kids out. Others have a built-in system that is already existing with regard to distance learning through technology, the use of technology. And so a one-size-fits-all determination coming out of Lansing was really not going to be the wisest way to proceed. And that's why we put together the task force who promulgated best practices depending on whether a region's in phase 3, phase 4, or phase 5. And it's the school boards in conjunction with their teachers and their teachers' unions, as well as the parents, that need to fashion what is going to make sense in a particular district. I have the same concerns as a parent of a child still in our public schools, but more importantly, maybe not more importantly, but just as importantly, I am the governor of 1.5 million Michigan kids who need an education, and that's why we wanted to promulgate strict protocols depending on which phase that a particular area is in, but these are decisions that are going to need to be made at the local level, and Michigan is in stride with other states that are navigating this very same thing. And it doesn't make it easier, but the fact of the matter is parents have to be a part of the conversation that is happening at that school board level and with the superintendents. I would add this, Rick, I understand your concern as a dad of a 7-year-old. I am concerned about teenagers being, the fidelity to mask wearing, and yet we know, if you look around the world, other countries are doing this. Kids of all ages are adapting. So the most important thing that we as adults can do is to show our kids through our own actions that this is the expectation and that it's doable, to show maybe other kids around the world who are doing it, who've resumed in-person instruction and done so safely because they're universally masked up. And try to get the stigma away from it. I know that our kids aren't hampered by the politics around it, but we can do this. My communications director is a 3-year-old. He got a Paw Patrol mask for his child. She loves that mask. So I think it's really important for us to figure out how we can work with our children to help them keep themselves safe, but also everyone in your household safe too.